Hey everybody. So I haven't done a live in a while. I don't know if anybody will even get on. It's kind of late at night. Even here, it's kind of late at night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But I wanted to do a live. I used to do these where I would do uh, pillow talk. Right before bed, I would go live on YouTube and just talk. And so, kind of doing that again. Um, this has been stressful. I think it's been stressful for everybody. Everybody across the world is going through a lot of changes right now and making adjustments and just trying to just get by and figure this out and make the most of it. And I think it's going to be tough for myself, but then for everybody. I think that everybody's gonna go through a lot of challenges. I feel drained. I'm exhausted. Tonight is uh, one of my motel nights. I've been staying one night in a motel and then um, one night sleeping in my car, um, just so that I can shower. Once I check into the motel, I can shower, and then before I leave the motel the next day, I can shower, sleep in my car that night, go check in the motel the next day, shower, all of that. So um, thankfully tonight is one of those motel nights, and also thankfully the um, motel motels here in Anaheim are um, only they're down, like they cost a lot less right now. Like this hotel is like this motel was 30% off, which ended up being like a total of $58, which is nice. The motel is like super nice. There's like TV and stuff, and I guess most motels have TVs, but yeah. So um, yeah, exhausted. Uh, Wish we had a different president. They just tonight approved the spending bill for the emergency funding for everything, which kind of scares me because I think that people are going to get excited about it and kind of think that maybe everything is done and we don't have to worry about it anymore and everybody can come out of isolation and quarantine, and that's not the case. Like this coronavirus stuff is just getting started, and um, it's just scary just that it's going to spread even further, and we're going to have end up having to spend even more time in isolation or quarantine. And some Republican leaders are saying that um, it that just basically let the old people die, let the older people die to save the economy, and I don't agree with that at all. We chance losing over 1 million people, and that's not acceptable to me. Um, I have two friends who are flight attendants, and they have coronavirus, running fever, really extremely sick. Um, and that's scary to me that we have kept flights going during this time because um, flight attendants go from one city to the next, obviously. And so they will stop in one city, maybe go and get something to eat or whatever, hang out at the airport a lot of times, and getting notifications. And um, then, we'll go get back on the plane, meet people or whatever, and they're with people from that city or whatever, leave from that city, go to the next city, and you'll sometimes have within one day 4 or 5 stops. If you have 4 or 5 stops and then you stay at a different city every night, you're staying in a motel, hotel, whatever hotel the airline has for you, and whoever stayed in that room or whatever before, or you're meeting different people, it's just you chance getting the virus and passing it along. So more and more flight attendants are going to continue to get coronavirus and pass that on to passengers or whatever. I don't understand why we haven't grounded flights. I feel like we should be grounding all flights, and because it's just going to continue the spread, not just because of flight attendants, but because of passengers flying from one city to the next to the city to the next. It's just not. We're not ever going to get ahead of this. It's going to continue to spread, and I just don't. I don't think it's a good plan to continue letting flights fly. Um, I know that a lot of people have to fly. I just feel like maybe here's a mess. Maybe we can have some kind of less flights. I don't know. I just feel like all flights should be grounded, and because there was, it would be a crazy, crazy thing to have to go through, but I think that would be the only way to really, really stop coronavirus is to stop people from flying. Also, Duffy. Hi. I forgot. This is Duffy. I'm sure most people who follow me know who Duffy is. He is my teddy bear. He has been with me through so much over the last like 5 years. And yeah, so that's Duffy. I sleep with him every night still, regardless if I'm in my car or in a motel or whatever. So yeah, he is Duffy the Disney bear. Um, I know that everybody's kind of going through some tough times. I get on Twitter like a lot. If you're not following me on Twitter, you should. It's a place called Jer, from people's tweets and stuff. And I know that there's a lot of people being laid off, and it's just a very, very challenging time. But the best way to look at it, like I said in my last video, is find the things that you can be grateful for, the smallest things even, the fact that you have a place to shower, the fact that you have a bed to sleep in, and be grateful for those things. Next, take on any kind of challenge as if it's an adventure, like it's just a new adventure to take on. And, whenever you add excitement to something, it makes things better. It makes it more fun and exciting. So anything, any kind of challenge I've had in life, any kind of obstacle that I have to get over, I've done it by turning it into an adventure and just making the most of it. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. This is going to happen a lot whenever I do lives. Usually I'm able to edit this kind of out, but I was going to say something else. Adventures, all of that. Um, I don't have anything else. Yeah. Just try to stay positive. Watch things that make you laugh. Do things that make you smile. Get outdoors. You can still go outdoors. Go outside. Get breaths of fresh air. Stay active, both physically and mentally. Um, don't just like lay in bed all day sleeping or whatever. Still do things to keep you active, that keep you growing as a person. Um, this is going to get better. We're not going to be able to go back to what life was, but it's going to get better. And it may eventually get better than even what it was, but we've got to make it through this. Things are just very uncertain. Oh, and what I was going to say is that um, why people feel so out of place right now is because a lot of times whenever we go into a challenge or an obstacle, um, it means that we have to admit that we never had control, that we don't have control. Whenever we never actually had control, but we had a sense of control. And so things start changing and you realize, oh shit, I don't have as much control as I thought I did. And that's okay. And it's good to realize that you don't necessarily have as much control as what you thought. And to come to that realization and to realize that all you really have control over is this moment. And once you get a grasp of that, life becomes so much easier and more balanced, um, than if you're going through life thinking that you have control or feeling like you should have control, because you don't. None of us have control over anything in life. We kind of have a little bit of control over bits and pieces of it, but overall, we don't control life like that. Everything changes and things happen like this, like the coronavirus, and we don't have control over that. And the quicker we come to terms with that, the better it is. And we start to realize, hey, I should live in this moment and make the most of this moment. And that's what this is. And we got this. We can do this. It takes time or whatever, but we can do it. I believe in humanity to overcome this. Not Americans, not UK people, not or English people, not different country people. I think humanity is going to overcome this together, and we're all facing this together. It's not a country crisis. It's a world crisis, and we're going to face this and we're going to overcome it. I believe that. It's going to take coming together, though. I know that, and in a way that we've never been able to do it before. But I have faith that we can. Um, don't be down. Don't let this defeat you. It's okay to cry. It's okay to admit that you're human. We're all only human. It's okay to, break down, but don't let it defeat you. Stay focused. Do things that help you realize your purpose. If you have always dreamed of writing a book, this is the perfect time to write a book. Want to write a song? Write a song. Want to write a play? Write a play. Whatever creative project you have, like this is in between working, if you still have your job, and whatever else you have going on in life, instead of just binging Netflix all day, take the time to do some kind of creative project. Do things that give you hope and give you purpose and make you want to continue moving forward, because we have to keep moving forward. Do not let this defeat you, because it's only going to be harder in the long run. We got this. We do. We got this. I believe in humanity. I believe in all of us to get through this. We faced a lot of hard things. In my life, we faced a lot of hard things. But in the whole time the world's existed, the world has faced some difficult things. And this is just one of those things. We'll overcome it. Um, keep your head up. Stay focused. Do things that give you life. Find happiness. Use this time to find balance. It's going to feel like for some people the world's just falling down around you, but it's not. It's not. There's still so many great things going on in life. We're just going to get through this, pick ourselves back up, and keep moving forward. Okay, I have probably jabbered on for too long. I love you all, and I'm here if you need me. Get on Twitter and send me a DM, or send me a email. It's a Jer at a place called Jer, and I'll respond when I can. Um, yeah, anything you need, I'll try to help with whatever I can. Um, okay, that's all I got. I love you all, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Maybe we'll do another live. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, bye. If I can figure out how to is.